let's talk about how the math works and why an indexed annuity gives you growth when the market's up and guarantees no loss when the market goes down. Let's say that someone puts $100,000 into this. And by the way, the minimums on most of these are only around $5,000 to $10,000. So I just use $100,000 to make the math easy to work with. So what the insurance company does is they say, how much of that $100,000 do we need to invest through loans, bonds, mortgages, etc.? How much of that do we need to invest to ensure that, say, 1 year from now, let's make it a simple 1 year example, so that 1 year from now, we've still got the client's $100,000 plus about a 2% spread or profit for the insurance company, because we know they're not in this for charity, they're in this to make money. So that becomes a math equation. They say, how much of the $100,000 do we need to invest for, say, 1 year at, let's just say that they were loaning it out for 5% or investing it in bonds that were averaging 5% for 1 year, so that a year from now they had the $100,000 plus a 2% profit for the insurance company. Well, that simply becomes a math equation. X times 105% equals 102,000. And without getting calculators out and getting too complicated about it, let's just approximate that at about 97,000. So if I invest 97,000 for a year at 5%, I'm going to end up with 102. So I only invested 97 of the 100, so I've got $3,000 left over to work with. Okay, so what am I going to do with that $3,000? I'm going to invest that in a call option. A call option is a leveraged investment contract that goes up significantly in value, or I should say has the potential to go up significantly in value, even if the market doesn't necessarily go up significantly. So this $3,000 may go up 100% if the market only goes up 10%, for example. And you have a finite amount of money at risk. In this case, you've got the $3,000 at risk. So you know exactly how much you can lose, and you have good earning potential. So we have 97,000 that grows to 102. We've got 3,000 in the call option. Now, if the market goes up, so you invest here with a call option that expires here. In this scenario, the market goes up, so this $3,000 call option might go up, significantly. Let's say it doubles in value, it goes to 6,000. The 97, meanwhile, grew to 102 in the insurance company's general portfolio. The insurance company keeps the 2,000 as their profit, leaving 100,000 in the annuity. The 3,000 grows to 6, and you keep that. So now you've got 106. So maybe the market went up, let's say 10% here, and our annuity went up 6. Now, how is it that they can lock that gain in so that you don't lose what you've already made? Well, you just kind of take that 106 and go do the math again. Except now we're saying, okay, now we've got to protect 106 though, right? So let's say that we were still earning 5% on the general portfolio, then we would say, how much of the 106 do we need to invest so that a year later we've got the 106 plus another 2% spread for the company? So in other words, we want this to be approximately 103, so that a year later, this has grown to 108, which still leaves a $2,000 spread, or 2% spread for the company, leaving us with our original 106. And now here we take our $3,000 left over and we buy a call option, once again on the index. We don't know what the index is going to do for the next year, but we buy a call option that expires out here a year in the future. But in this scenario, let's say the market goes down. Our $3,000 call option is now worth 0. But what happened in the meantime? Our 103 grew to 108, let's say. Our insurance company kept the $2,000 spread, leaving you with 106. The 3,000 lost its value, so 106 plus 0 is 106. So you made 0%. You didn't lose anything in that scenario, but you didn't make anything either. And so now you understand the math behind it. I could kind of keep doing that scenario over and over again, and you can see now how the math really does work on this, where you make money if the market's up, you don't lose any money if the market goes down.